Have you ever sunk into your chair at night, utterly exhausted, only to realize you didn't accomplish a single thing on your to-do list? Because I definitely have experienced that. So often I woke up with the best intentions, a list of important tasks in front of me, and somehow I ended up doing the dishes, doing laundry, writing emails. I've been putting off and even experimenting with a new organizational tool for my dissertation notes instead of actually working on them or doing anything that was actually on my to-do list. And before I knew it, the sun was setting and none of the priority tasks were done. Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Yanina, cognitive psychologist and ADHD coach, and on this channel I help you to understand your ADHD brain better and share strategies to make your life easier and less overwhelming. So if you experienced that before, you're definitely not alone, and it even has a name called procrastivity. It's a fun little combination of procrastination and activity, and it describes when we procrastinate on important tasks by doing other, often kind of mundane, busy work tasks instead. So for example, instead of writing your essay, you suddenly find yourself doing laundry or scrubbing the bathroom. Far more appealing, and your taxes aren't done, your essay isn't done, but hey, your mirrors are sparkling and your apartment is absolutely clean. And it may feel productive, but procrastivity is really just task avoidance in disguise, sneaky disguise, and sometimes even satisfying in the short term because, hey, your apartment is now clean. And this task avoidance is definitely not laziness. The culprit is oftentimes executive dysfunction, and executive functioning are cognitive skills that help us plan, focus, organize, switch between tasks. And as ADHDers, we really struggle with these executive functioning skills. And some key executive functioning include working memory, organizing your thoughts, time management, attention regulation, initiating and also switching between different tasks, task initiation, so all the different things that we struggle with. And on top of the executive dysfunction, there's also oftentimes perfectionism, anxiety, fear of failure, negative self-talk, and past experiences of perceived failures, all contributing to us avoiding that task and that avoidance behavior. So in short, task avoidance often becomes a coping mechanism to escape that stress. So why do we often pick doing like dishes, laundry, clearing out the kitchen cabinet over writing that essay, doing our taxes, paying the bills? Because these procrastivity tasks share very common traits. So firstly, they're less mentally taxing. So for example, mowing the lawn is so much easier than doing your taxes. Emails might be easier than writing a whole essay or a dissertation. Second, they have a similar launch sequence. So laundry has very clear steps: basket, washing machine, detergent, and then waiting. And priority tasks often feel very overwhelming because you don't really know where to start and where to go. Third, they provide a clear sense of progress because you can actually see how much you've gotten done. And this gives you that dopamine hit and that short-term satisfaction of seeing, oh, I completed this task. That's amazing. And then the last thing that these tasks often have together is that they're bounded tasks. So procrastivity tasks often have a clear endpoint, versus priority tasks often don't. And then there might also be that perfectionism that is playing into that. So now that we know why this happens, here's how you can actually turn intentions into actions. So firstly, know your why. Identify why a task matters and align it with your goals or your values. So even taxes have a why. No late fees, for example. Then try to create a launch sequence. So break your task into smaller and very actionable steps and start there. And even 5 minutes counts. And because that's often the trick of actually getting started as an ADHDer. Then as a next step, try to have time and task bounding. So set specific start and end times, and instead of work on the essay all morning or all day, try and be very specific. Try to say until lunchtime, I will have my introduction, or from 10 till 10:30, I will do the research on the topic. Because these small measurable wins really help your brain to stay more engaged. And then as the next step, try to schedule in frequent breaks, because breaks are super important. And if you take a time break for like a movement, snack, or a short scroll, then you don't lose the momentum of actually doing the task. And another thing to keep in mind is increasing your dopamine. So move your body, listen to music, reward yourself, celebrate little wins, bring your favorite drink or snack, anything that can boost your motivation and focus. Then also try to incorporate some novelty because ADHD brains love novelty. So shuffle your priority list, flip a coin, use randomness to decide where to start, change environments instead of working from your work desk, go to the kitchen or go to a coffee shop, the library. All of these things can bring and integrate some novelty into getting this task done and can make it so much easier to get started and actually finish the task. Another super important thing to keep in mind is be kind to yourself because some days you may generally need rest or do low priority tasks, and that's absolutely okay. And it's also part of managing your ADHD. And also keep in mind that progress isn't always linear. Even if things worked perfectly last week, doesn't necessarily mean that everything has to also work perfectly this week. So please keep in mind that task avoidance does definitely not mean failure. It's a kind of your brain trying to cope with the executive functioning, challenges, stress, overwhelm, perfectionism. And the trick is to understanding why it's happening and using the strategies we just talked about to make a starting and completing your priority task easier. I'd love to hear from you. What's your favorite tactic to fight procrastivity? Drop it in the comments down below. And if this video was helpful for you, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel for more ADHD friendly hacks and tips. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye.